Hello, welcome to this video on YouTube. This is my first video in this new page, and we are going to talk about authenticity. So I'm going to show up here for the first time, and what would be a best topic than talking about being authentic? People ask me why it's so difficult to be authentic, and it's difficult because we have so many conditioning. Imagine coming here in this planet Earth as a pure, beautiful being that has no concept, no ideas. We're coming to a planet and it's completely new. Everything is new. We don't know what is a book. We don't know what is an emotion. We don't even know what is a me. And as soon as our mind develop around the 2 3 years old, what happening is we're gonna start creating this sense of me separate from others. There is a me that I have to protect. This is our mind talking. There is a me that I have to protect. There is this being that I'm supposed to protect and defend. And for so what happened is that when we enter in this program of our brain start creating this program to try to make survive the identity, we are starting to disconnect with the reality of who we really are, meaning this untouchable, unchangeable, no form that is behind the thought and behind the emotion and behind the mind. But because we create this illusion, our brain creates this illusion, and we live in a society that constantly make us believe that there is me against you and there is separation. We start believing that and losing a sense of this bigger energy that we are, and we start believing of this character. And as long as we grow up, things happens, trauma, experiences, and we start creating an idea of this identity and this character, who he is and what it is and how he acts. And so we are getting more and more confused and more far from this energy and this beautiful soul and being that we really are. So things happens, and in our psyche we start creating these kind of parts, personality. They are being created by the mind to again protect us and avoid us to feel in pain. And sometimes people start thinking that who they are is this part. So let's take the example of a person that he started being super aggressive against her husband. At moments she's okay, she's completely sweet and kind, and then suddenly he does something happen, and this aggression and this part so mean take over. This is clearly an example of a protector, so a part in her psyche that is taking over to protect her from feeling a feeling. So you see how so many times during the day it can happen that these different parts that are in our psyche, they've been created by our brain to make us survive and to make us achieve what we want. They can take over, and we start observing that, and we start saying, this is me, this is who I am. Sometimes I'm impulsive, we would say, but in reality this is not who we are, and this is not our authentic self. This is simply the brain doing its activity. This is simply parts that are in our psyche that are trying to make us survive. And as long as we identify with this character and this part in our psyche, we are coming far, even more far from who we are. And we are losing a sense of this authentic self that we are. So authenticity is also a topic that is like, so confused, because what is the real me? There is a me? Am I a me? And this is the confusion. There's not a me. And as long as I believe that I am this character with this personality, with this quality and these talents, this is not the real me. There is no my authentic me. This is just the way my brain developed and the characteristic that is being created, the things that I took from my mom, from my teachers, from the world, and then they have built this me. But the real me is not that. Again, is what is behind that. The non-form, untouchable, unchangeable being that is always safe, that is always secure, there is always peace, there is always kindness, a calm. And because we go into life so confused and believing that we are all that, and we start judging, this is good about me and this is not good about me, this should change about me, this is unlikable and this is unlovable and this is good, this okay, I can keep it. So we start thinking, oh, okay, so this is the good, is my authentic me, I should be all the time there. And even that is a confusion. Again, the authentic us is something that we can't describe because there is not a me. And maybe what we can do is trying to see all the time that we are in this illusion of this me. So every time that maybe I'm feeling contracted and I'm feeling like something, it feels so no good in my body, maybe I'm not in this more fluid and open and creative energy that wants to flow through me. I think the main difference that we can probably see and observe is exactly this sensation where when I'm so much in my mind, there's so much of conditioning, thinking, judgment, reasoning, intellect, and I'm in this mind, this machine, it doesn't feel easy, it doesn't feel fluid, it doesn't feel natural, it doesn't feel openness and expansion. It feels more like there's a resistance. And in the moment we are where, like, when the crystal ball with the snow is agitated, we can see the character inside the ball until the snow starts little by little going down, and then clarity comes, and then we can see more. So it would be like that. As soon as the snow is not agitated and is gonna fall down and calm down, we are in a space of more clarity and calm and openness and creativeness, and it's beautiful, and it's just what it is, and it's flowing through us. That would be maybe being more in contact to our real self, maybe, because who knows. But in any case, it feels like that to me. It feels to me that when I'm not in this constantly thinking and observing, analyzing, and any sort of like, my chest is constructed. Do you say that in English? And it's resistance anyway. It feels so good and it feels so natural. In that case, I am, when I'm not in the state, in the opposite state, that is openness, it feels so natural, it's so beautiful, and this feels to me to be more in contact with my authentic self. As when we were kids. When we were kids, we were just going through life, and there wasn't all these thoughts, and there wasn't all this analysis, and there wasn't all this protector very strong that was trying to protect us from things. It was more ease, and it was more joyful, because we were in a state where emotions were passing through us, and we were just feeling them without resisting to them. Then as the brain comes, we start being afraid of emotion and resisting to emotion and be afraid of things. Our mind is afraid of things. And so we start little by little being more and more in all this conditioning, and be more and more in this brain, mind state, in this confusion and illusion. So when we allow ourselves to feel, to really feel, when we allow ourselves to live in life and welcome what is emerging, and deeply be with the experience without resisting from the experience, we are also allowing ourselves to heal, and we are allowing ourselves to move energy that's been blocked all this time, all these years, and little by little we are more and more connected with this being that we really are. It's more we are seeing that I'm not the weather, by I am the sky, the more I'm seeing that this is just my mind playing the game and just the psychology activity, the more I can also recognize where I'm in contact with a deeper part in myself, a peaceful part in myself that is not the mind. So let's explore by yourself, see by yourself, see every time you're believing your thoughts and emotion is true and personal. See every time you're making something about you and you're not seeing that it's just the mind, is not the real you. And try to find back this home that is already inside you. Let me know what you hear here in this video. Let me share your thoughts, and I'm always happy to read your comments, and I see you in the next video.